Hey Geeks, welcome to Geek Speak TV Live. I am your host, Patrick Estrada. Joining me today is Miss Heidi Cox of Dweeb Darlings. Hi.
Hi.
We actually haven't seen each other in I was just commenting, almost 2 years.
I think so. When was the last time we saw each other?
I think we had lunch at Denny's after a podcast.
Really?
Right. We were
Really?
yeah, I think that was the last time.
Denny's?
Yeah, we went to you and Dwayne went to a Denny's, I think, and we had lunch there because we were ending our show.
Pie Day Friday?
Yeah, it was our last Pie Day Friday.
But I feel like I saw you after that because
No.
we did Geekies or whatever. Didn't we do Geekies?
No, that was before. That was after. Yeah, we did the Geekies.
That was when I interviewed LeVar.
Yeah, but the Geekies were definitely after.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
yeah, time flies. Social media kind of creates that I see you all the time.
I know, right?
Not actually.
Well, you kind of disappeared for a bit.
I did relationships.
Hashtag
that's all I'm gonna say is relationships right there.
Yeah.
Get you off the track for real. So, just so you guys are wondering, Abigail is up north in San Jose covering the Heroes and Villains Con up there. A lot of Arrow and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people up there. So check our Facebook right now because she's posting pictures and things like that.
There's a Palm Springs one too, right?
Yeah, Heroes and Villains is a show that actually travels to different parts of the country. So, and they had different stars everywhere, so you can catch up on them. And real quick, I don't know if you've ever seen the show, Heidi, but we do a thing called the Week in Geek, which is kind of information of what's going on in the week, and also the box office, which is kind of something that we all care about because we love movies as geeks. Personally, and in this case, it's kind of an upset underdog story. I don't know if you heard of this movie, Don't Breathe.
No.
Yeah, no one has. But it beat out Suicide Squad. It got number one, made $10 million yesterday. Projected to make $22 million, so it's going to take over the weekend. Outdoing Suicide Squad only made $3 million yesterday, so it's fallen down to second place. Don't Breathe. It had a strong opening at South by Southwest. And it screened at Comic-Con, and it only cost them $10 million to make. So it's already made back its money on its first day. So congratulations, Golf Club.
What is it about?
It's about robbers in Detroit who target a man who think is blind and helpless, but he turns out to be anything but. And that's the official tagline of the movie. I was like, what is this movie about? That's what it's about.
Oh.
It's about 3 robbers who try to rob a black... So like Daredevil, but he's got a supernatural twist to it.
Oh, wait. I totally saw this trailer. I did. I saw it. Because my friend Dallas... I don't know if you know Dallas Bloom. He's in our geek circles.
Okay. Yeah.
But Dallas wanted to go see Sausage Party.
Which is number 4.
So I went to see Sausage Party, which, by the way, is the weirdest movie I've ever seen. But
awesome.
It has a really interesting message about organized religion.
As Seth Rogen movies always do.
Yeah. And, like weed and sex and drugs and whatever. But it's very trippy. It's very, very... It's like somebody, like they have a character that does bath salts, like a human character. And I'm like, did someone do bath salts and write this script?
That's awesome.
I saw the trailer for Don't Breathe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked pretty freaky. Because I don't usually like horror movies, but that one seems kind of like a thriller, which I'm okay with. I usually like thrillers.
It is a horror thriller, so it's in that whole genre of, yeah. So, and it's number 1, so apparently it's good, and all the buzz means something. And Sausage Party, you mentioned, number 4, and War Dogs, number 5. Sausage Party, you still got you juggling. See, that right there makes me want to go see it even more, because I haven't had a chance to go see it. I'm like, okay, Suicide Squad or Sausage Party?
I haven't seen Suicide Squad, because I keep hearing bad things, and I'm just like...
Do you know, I heard this because we drive for public, Uber and Lyft and all that. I had a passenger in my car who was kind of like on the industry inside.
Yeah.
Do you know what Jared Leto's lawsuits are actually about?
No.
He's suing to block the deleted scenes from being released on Blu-ray later.
Oh, really? Why?
Kind of like what they did with Batman and Superman. Seems like they released a crappy movie and then released an amazing Blu-ray version on purpose.
Why would they do that?
To sell Blu-rays.
Come on.
Because Jared Leto is adamant about not letting them release, because you can't get considered for an Academy Award when your theatrical release doesn't show your performance. So they probably contact him and say, hey, we'll pay you on the back end, we'll release it on the Blu-ray, your performance will be seen, you'll be amazing, however, we're just going to put it on the Blu-ray rather than theatrical release. And he's stopping he's trying to stop that from happening because he's like, if you don't release it in theaters, I don't want my work. So I'm like, wow. If that's the case, I'm gonna shake the finger at you. I'm gonna bring that back.
That's weird.
Shake the finger. How dare you? Good for you, Jared Leto, for
really
having some integrity, because he's one of those actors that I know does.
What is this dog doing?
Kyla likes to lick lint.
Come here.
Yeah, Kyla hasn't been on the screen for a while, but
is it okay?
He's getting big. Oh, totally. Yeah, the first day I got him, the next day we had a podcast, so he was here with his cone on, and yeah, he's so cute.
He's very cute, but he keeps licking the couch.
He's a lint licker. That's basically what I can describe it. Anything that's lint related, he'll lick it.
He likes maybe it's a sensory thing. He likes the texture.
Probably like my sweaters. He likes to go underneath them and lick
that makes sense.
inside of my sweater. He's a weird little pup, but he's so cute.
That sounds like sensory.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about you, because you're here for a reason. You are the creator and producer of an amazing, quirky, very well produced web series called Stalking LeVar.
Yeah, I like it. We have some really good producers that help us produce it. So.
Dude, it is very well produced. I liked the first season intro to season 2, the musical.
Everyone says that. Which, you know what's funny about that is that the musical was the one script that I didn't write. I outlined it, and then I handed it to Ryan Constantino, who I feel like you met him. And Ryan took it and he wrote like the dialogue and the music and the lyrics and stuff like that. So, but everyone's like, I love the musical, LeVar. He's also like, you should do another musical. The musical's so good. I'm like, thanks, guys. There's 9 other episodes that I wrote.
But you know what, though?
The musical's amazing.
It kicks off the season and it kind of sets the standard, which doesn't fall.
That's good.
Which is good.
That's lovely to hear.
Which is absolutely good, because oftentimes with web series, especially web series, they're produced out of pocket kind of thing in most cases. And we'll talk about yours in particular, because I know you did a Kickstarter program for yours, right?
Indiegogo. Yeah, for this one.
Okay. And it maintains a level of production value that almost actually kind of increases as it seems to increase as time goes on. So,
Thank you.
Audio, you can hear everything, you can see everything. Those are the important things that a lot of young filmmakers just forget to do.
Right.
The basics. Yeah. And you guys have definitely got the basics down. And then you have a bunch of quirky characters that just, my favorite, you're obviously the star of the show, but why LeVar? Because it started off Stalking LeVar, where you actually were stalking LeVar Burton, and then it's kind of morphed into something different.
It's just been kind of reflective of my life in a lot of ways. Not that I was stalking a person, but I kind of was living my life sort of in a bit of a hazy, whatever people tell me I should do, I do, and obsessing about things that had nothing to do with really who I was. And so I thought it would be a really funny concept, and you could sort of address issues even racism too, and I have face blindness. Sorry, right. I thought you were LeVar. And then it kind of grew from there, because it was I created it with Megan Green, and she called me up one day, and then we met up, and she just said, I'm an improv actress. I like doing stage stuff. I'm gonna have a baby. I don't know that I can really commit much time to this. So she was like, but I think you should keep going. And I was like, okay, And luckily we had the character that Stephanie played, so we could kind of flesh her out and bring her in a little more, and kind of bring her as sort of the quirky. And
her character's name was
Susan.
Susan, that's right.
Yeah, we could bring her in as kind of a Phoebe kind of vibe.
And she does give that really bizarre vibe with her counterpart, her husband,
yeah,
which he's
Dalton, who's
Dalton Russ Guberman, right?
Yeah, played by Russ Guberman.
That guy is hilarious.
Isn't he funny?
So
funny.
Yeah.
So it just became sort of reflective. So in a way, it was like any feelings of abandonment that I had, I just sort of addressed them in the script. I knew Megan wasn't abandoning me or anything, but then we just made, Megan, she left. She went to Walkabout. She didn't tell you she was going. Okay, so now this character doesn't have her, I don't know, I want to say magic feather, but that doesn't work. The Dumbledore.
Her imaginary friend, almost. Well, that was a real person.
Well, Megan would imagine with her, and she didn't have her foundation sort of crumbled. So then she was sort of left to kind of look at herself and go, why am I doing this? And then the second season starts to explore what's going on inside her mind. And
then I was about to mention the last few episodes when her mom gets involved and the whole pot brownie situation, which was hilarious.
Thank you.
But
I wrote that.
that was great, but it was kind of funny how it led to a revelation of why she is that way, and I was kind of like, that's deep.
It goes a little deep.
Yeah, that was deep. I was like,
some dad issues.
You didn't see that going that way, but then it went that way. I'm like, that's very brave, but poignant in a sense in a web series where it's like, you know what, it started off as something quirky and fun, but then it's also carrying this message of,
right.
You know what? This is what something's dealing with, you know, and it could manifest itself in that way.
Right, exactly.
Very well done, very well done. So I caught you at a good time because you guys have the season finale coming up.
Yeah, on Tuesday we have part 1,
and then the
2-parter. The following Tuesday on September 6th we'll have part 2, and that'll be the end of season 2.
Okay, and then to get season 2 made, you said you did it Indiegogo.
We did. We did an Indiegogo campaign. Our goal was to raise $10,000 for 10 episodes, and we made almost 8,000. And then toward the end of the getting like the season, we had to shoot a few more episodes, and we did a finishing funds campaign where we were able to raise like a total of about 11,000.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was still definitely a micro budget, and a lot of people worked for hugs and high fives and food and stuff like that. But it did help, and I think just the quality of it made people want to be more involved, which I really appreciate because I can only contribute like a percentage of that. It's all the talented like crew.
Well, I was surprised to see some amazing faces in the cast up here. I was like, oh my goodness! I mean, it was Cass LeVar, you know, who's was in Star Wars and Once Upon a Time. Yeah, he voiced a character in one of the Star Wars movies.
He voiced a character.
Yeah,
well, he was in Room.
Yeah,
and he's in The Expanse now.
Yeah, he's like blowing up huge.
Yeah, he does pretty well.
And then the man who played your psychiatrist, the new Russ. Russell. He is like, you have some really solid performances where it's like, these are, you guys. I can see what's in the future for like season 3. Is there a season 3?
I haven't really talked. I mean, I've said that we're gonna do something. I haven't really talked about it, but I think what we're doing right now, we're working on developing what I guess would be the equivalent of season 3, but I think we're actually going to produce a short film, and it's going to be directed by Jonathan London.
Okay.
Of Geek Escape. And maybe even somewhat co-written by him. We're kind of developing a story at the moment, and I think because we really want to get it out there more. We want to submit to festivals a little more. I mean, there are web series categories in festivals, but it gets a little hazy because a lot of them want like the episode 1, and that's not. I mean, I love episode 1, but to me that's not like our best episode. You know, I want to submit other things. So yeah, that's the first time I've said this, like, you know, and publicly.
So we look forward to that. Hopefully, we'll see something soon. But you mentioned LeVar. So what does LeVar Burton think of this?
Well, you saw when I met him.
I was there the first time you met him. That was so exciting to see you guys up there. I was like, oh my god, couldn't have planned it better.
Remember what he said?
You couldn't have planned it better. Yeah. What did he say?
He said, "When do I get to be on Stalking LeVar?" Like you have the footage.
So when is he? Yeah, it is here in the vaults.
I don't know where it is, but yeah. I mean, we'll see. You just have to pay attention. We'll see what happens. You know.
That would be amazing. I hope it comes through fruition. And you know,
he's very sweet.
Yeah,
he's very sweet.
He was, yeah, because you got the chance. For people who don't know, you got the chance to interview him on the carpet for the Geeky Awards when he received the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Stan Lee Lifetime Achievement Award. I hope the Geekies come back.
Yeah, I think that's like I know Kristen's working on. I don't know what exactly is happening. I don't know if she's like trying to sell it to somebody or like I think some people are trying to take over that. Yeah. So she's negotiating. I know.
I've seen some posts about it's coming. So I hope it's coming soon.
I guess we're not having it this year though.
But I did see her. She was in your.
Yes.
I was like, hey, I know Kristen.
She's in episode 7.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Yeah, we love Kristen. She's
absolutely. Absolutely. And so what else are you working on? Anything else besides Stalking LeVar?
We're developing some other projects, some other films. There's like a rom-com that I'm working on with my friend Alan Kistler. And then Caroline Gale, she played one of my sisters, the one that made the brownies. We're trying to develop a science show with her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's supposed to be aimed at young girls. So we're just in meetings about that.
So for updates about all of because you're producing different things, so Dweeb Darlings, is that what you're producing under?
Yes.
So do you have a website going?
We do, yeah. Dweebdarlings.com.
Dweebdarlings.com. Awesome. I love your t-shirts, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And you make a male version, right, now? Yes?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh, I need to get one for you.
I have one for you, a Geek Speak TV shirt.
Oh, yay.
So yeah, we'll trade t-shirts like they do in soccer.
But, and actually I'm wearing that t-shirt tomorrow because I'm playing in, Satine Phoenix she's doing this charity D&D tournament at Meltdown that's live streaming pretty much all day.
That's tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm on the 6 p.m. team. Pacific Standard Time.
I'm going to have to go drop by and say hi.
You should come by. It would totally be fun.
And if you're in the area during that time, so was it Meltdown Comics?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, and you can also watch it online. I should
it's
probably
streaming.
Look at
where. So Meltdown Comic and Satine Phoenix you mentioned is doing it. So what is her organization? Do you know?
It's Reach Out and Read. So it's an organization that aims to put books in hands of young children so that I believe what it is when they go to like medical exams and stuff like that, they'll have books available to children to read to them out loud. Like they're trying to encourage children to be read to out loud. I think
it's calming.
It's very important.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Green Rainbow, guys.
Because it's
Green Rainbow.
Everything ties together. You gotta read. The mind needs book like the sword needs whetstone.
Trying to see here.
Tyrion Lannister said that.
Did he say that?
Yeah. You didn't remember, I think it was episode 1 when he said that. When he was like, "You read a lot, dwarf." And he's like, "Yeah, a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone."
Sharpen.
Yeah.
Sharpen.
Keeps the mind sharpish.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look this up really quick.
No, that's why I'm doing filler right here. That's we call that vamping in the industry. You know.
I used to co-host this with you. Remember?
Yes, back in the day when we were some of the places that we shall not be named. I'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all in the past. But one thing that I did want to talk about. Have you seen these posters around for Son of Zorn?
Yes, but I have not seen it.
Okay,
they were all over Comic-Con too. There was a giant billboard.
I haven't seen anything yet, but they sent us a clip for us to play for our fans because they wanted us to get the word out there. It premieres September 11th on Fox at Sundays 8:30, and it's from the producers of the Lego Movie and 21 Jump Street, and it features the voices of Jason Sudeikis from Horrible Bosses and The Last Man on Earth, and We're the Miller.
Jason Sudeikis?
Yeah,
we love him.
He's Son of Zorn.
We love Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, and it's very cool. It's because it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit style. It's live action and cartoon meshed together. Mm-hmm. So check out this little clip, and we'll be right back.
Edie is Zorn's ex-wife. She's a person with kind of a wild past.
Remember that time we had that fivesome with those mountain trolls? Do you remember that?
Yeah, okay. Yes, that was the old me.
She's trying to do her best to sort of raise her son as a single mom in Orange County.
No! That is going right back where it came from.
Mom, it can fly.
I don't care if it can spit out flesh-eating slime.
She's gotten engaged to a new gentleman.
Zorn, this is Craig, my fiance.
Just really great to meet you. Really great.
Zorn, it's obvious that you're applying way too much pressure to my hand right now, and actually it hurts.
It does.
Edie is a little conflicted with Zorn being back. On one hand, she's very happy for Alan, their son.
Oh, that's interesting, because when you just said that, you were actually staring at my quadriceps. No.
No, I wasn't.
On the other hand, he's an idiot.
If you don't get rid of this thing right now, I'm calling animal control.
Oh, no. This bird would kill animal control if it wasn't so heavily sedated.
You know, at the end of the day, Zorn is family, whether she wants him to be or not.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you never rode a death hawk, Edie.
Okay, I was 19. I was coked out of my mind. Don't try to change the subject.
So that is Son of Zorn. It takes place in the OC, so it's an OC comedy. It's going to be pretty funny. So make sure you watch Fox September 11th, Sundays at 8:30. And and you said you looked up the
it's and my friend texted me too and said that it's actually Celebrity Charity 20, the number 20.com, like D20, get it?
That's good.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's very clever. And hey,
fun.
I love what Stranger Things has done for Dungeons and Dragons.
I just love Stranger Things.
It was, yes, and I have visions of the future for Stranger Things, but I'm not a showrunner, so let's see what happens with it.
It was so good, and it took me a little while to get hooked on it because I kept watching it when I was sleepy. So then I'd fall asleep.
I saw that post.
And then I'd wake up when something scary would happen. I'd be like, well, this is not going to work. I'd turn that off, you know. God, now I'm having nightmares, you know. But yeah, once I like watched it when I was awake, what is happening?
He loves to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Once I watched it when I was like awake, I was like, this is awesome. I mean, and everyone was already saying it anyway.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
definitely good. I look forward to the future. And Netflix, I mean, you're looking at 2 producers here at the future of Netflix. That's possibilities. Yeah, why not? Let's do this, man.
So.
Revolutionize television, streaming-wise.
Hashtag goals.
Right? Squad goals. We will get there. Well, thank you so much for coming out and like hanging out and chit-chatting. And we look forward. So the premiere's on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Part 1.
Yeah, part 1, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll be streaming on YouTube, youtube.com/Dweeb Darlings, or you can just search Stalking LeVar, but just make sure you spell LeVar correctly. LEVAR.
LeVar. All right. Well, tune in next week. I don't know what's going on, but there'll be something happening here for sure. And thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our channels. So that's important, so you get emails and stuff.
Yes, please.
Bye.